Hey everyone, in this video today I'm going to be talking about the Caf model. So the Caf model is a model that we use created by Allen Interactions, and we use this model to create engaging e-learning activities. So I recently spoke about this at an e-learning event that I went to, and I really thought it'd be a great idea to share it on video for anyone else who was interested. We absolutely love the model, we think it makes a real impact in our activities, and that's what our clients tell us as well. So the model is split into 4 different parts. The first part is context, the second part is challenge, the third part is activities, and the fourth part is feedback. So in this video, I'm going to go through each part and talk about how you can implement it into your e-learning activities. So the first part is context, and context is all about creating a meaningful framework and conditions. So that's about when you're designing your activity, what situation are you going to put your learner into? And the best way to do it is to create a realistic situation. So for example, if your learner's a nurse and you're needing to teach them how to work with a patient, then put them into that hospital room with the patient. And by putting them into that environment, they can see how they can use the skill outside of the learning situation, and they also understand why it's relevant to them and the intent of it. So when you're designing your context, think about what would the learner see. If it's in an office, include the desks, include the computers, the mouse, the cups of coffee, the other employees that would be around them, and really put them into that context from the very beginning of the situation or activity. So this is an example that we have created here for context. So you can see in this activity, the learner's walking into their office space. They can see their 2 colleagues laughing at a desk behind them. They're walking towards their own desk. You can see the computer, the coffee mug, and it really sets the scene of the learner walking into their work environment. Next up, we have a challenge. So the learner needs to be challenged, and this allows them to think that their decisions make an impact. So the sort of actions that they take, how much information they retain from the learning experience actually makes a difference. And in this situation, you can see that the challenge is their co-workers are laughing at them. They've walked into the office space and they don't know what to do. They feel uncomfortable, and the challenge is, what are they going to do next? And the third part is activity. So activity is about the response or gesture to the challenge. So now that the learner's been presented with the challenge, they need to figure out what they want to do. They feel uncomfortable, their co-workers are laughing at them. What are their actions going to be? And you can see in the red boxes here on screen that these are their options for responding. And these options were actually what we received from our clients. So this is what they told us were the top things that people did when they felt uncomfortable that someone was laughing at them or making fun. So this is realistic to their environment, and the activity is they need to select how they want to react. And the last part of the activity is feedback. So that's all about telling your learner, have they made the right decision? Or not just have they made the right decision, the most important part is showing them what will happen if they make that decision. So when they select one of those options, we can see here we've got an example feedback screen up. They've decided to approach them to find out what's going on. They ended up being included in on the joke, and it was all fine. So this shows that rather than just saying that was the wrong response or that was the right response, we've actually shown the learner through feedback, if you made this decision, this is what is likely to have happened. So we've done that, and we've also provided tips. So you can see that we've provided the user with actions and behaviours that they can actually take away from the course and implement to support them in these sort of situations. And something else that came up with the client was around assumptions. So you can see here that a part of the screen says see what was actually happening. So on this screen here, we've shown the user this is what was actually happening in this situation. So this is a big learning around not making assumptions and checking in with what's going on. So this feedback, we believe, really gives the user a full view of the sort of decisions they make, what impacts they have, and some actions and behaviours that they can take away. So that's it for this blog video on the Caf model. We absolutely love the Caf model. We believe it allows you to create realistic, engaging, and challenging activities that reflect the real environment that your learner's in. So check out the Caf model. It's by Allen Interactions, and thank you Allen Interactions for creating such an awesome thing. And yeah, enjoy.